12:30. Fired up a little early. Got a pretty big protest here happening today, as you all will be able to see. There's going to be, I believe I've put all the description, all the information is in the description, so go ahead and read that about what the protest is about today. Apparently a couple of the senators have brought everybody over, so I'm going to take you for a walk around. The buses are really starting to show up, unloading everybody, so check it out. Good morning, FJT. How you doing today? Or sorry, good afternoon. So quite an interesting day it might end up to be here. I've heard read that there's going to be about 26 busloads of Chinese people coming here today from Toronto, Montreal, and all around to protest the Foreign Registry Act. And right back at you, FJT. So only about 6 or 7 buses have showed up so far. Maybe 1 or 2 more. We just had to get past, looks like some private security they've hired, so we could get into the area here. So it should be interesting. There's oodles and oodles of people here today. A lot more than any other day. Apparently Senator Senator O and Senator, I forget the other guy's name, or person's name, I guess I should say, that have arranged for this and paid for it all. Gave them all, paid for their bus tickets, and gave them Walmart gift cards to come up and say their piece against the Foreign Registration Act, which I'm not totally familiar with, but from what I've read, it sounds like it's not a bad thing as long as it's equal and inclusive of everybody. We should know who is in our country. You can read about it in the description, Terry. Apparently we put it into place 100 years ago, but it was actually the Chinese Act, and it was specifically against the one nationality. And now they're talking about doing it for them as well as everybody else to help with foreign interference and some other things. I think it's best just to read in the description. Of course, you can see we have all the Main Street media cameras here, I'm assuming, by the looks of it. Let's go check it out and see what cameras we have here today. Yeah, it must be nice to have the senators' money in order to collaborate all of this. Oh no, maybe not. These are all Asian guys on the camera. Sorry. Didn't recognize actually any of the names on the cameras. I also heard there was a Muslim thing going on here today, but I guess, well, Chinese are Muslims, right? Some of them, most of them. You got first aid, got a music tent, photographers, left, right, and senator. One of these guys is going to be the senator, I'm sure of it. The one that's organized the event. Seems like these guys are getting together for a photo and stuff, so the Chinese, I was trying to read the shirt here. Chinese Exclusion Act, 100th anniversary is what the shirt says. So And as you can see over there at the street, the buses are still showing up. I copy and pasted that in the description from the Epoch Times news article. There's a lot of big cameras here today. That is for sure. Pretty easy to get big numbers when you pay for their bus ride and give them a Walmart gift card. Good day, sir. How you doing? You don't speak English? Well, I don't know what's up with this guy. Just tried to say hello, and I totally got ignored. Interesting. Interesting. Pretty small police presence for this amount of people here. So what do you guys think about the foreign agents having to register if they are here illegally in the country? Yeah, but that guy was white. He had a little ponytail. He might have been, I don't know, we won't group him just because of his ponytail, but it's kind of odd that someone's polite to you and you can't return the gesture. Yeah, so what do you guys think about it? Oh my goodness, I can see what you think about it. Okay. Surprised YouTube let that comment out. Apparently I was able to disable the screening of messages, because the other day people were kept on saying that that messages were getting blocked. So I made good effort to try to get that fixed, and it appears like it might be. Yeah, I don't really see what's negative about making sure that we know who is in the country. That sounds like a positive thing. Again, as long as we're going to do it equally across the board, not just segregate one community. Geez, where's all the pride colors here today? I get the feeling the Asian community is not too pride friendly. It's funny to be up here with all these cops that I was yelling at the other day. Some of them give me dirty looks because they remember me. Wasn't sure if they were going to kick me off the hill or not. Yeah, that sounds fair enough. Right? A passport or a visa for visitation purposes or something. Just so that way we can control who's in the country and we know who's here. Make sure that they're friendly and not foe. Sounds fair to me. We're gonna go capture some photos of these ladies down here. They look very nicely dressed. We're gonna do some photo bombing. Sorry about that. Holy Toledo, that sun today is just a scorching. Would have thought that rain that we had here last night, which was a pretty good downpour, might have cooled things down, but I guess for the most part it did, except for if you're in the sun. Hopefully you're all having a wonderful Saturday. I think we can tell who... we'll see how many people today hide their face because of the camera. Hello. I agree, sir. So that gentleman was definitely hiding his face with his signage. Good day. Hoo-wee. Definitely would have wished I would have worn my ball cap today. My bald spot's gonna be getting burnt. They look very warm. Hello. Y'all look beautiful today. Very beautiful day and very beautiful ladies. Thank you for coming.
Thank you. From Toronto.
Oh, okay. Whew. This vehicle's left running with nobody in it. Yeah, it should be a pretty massive crowd today. I think I read they were shooting for 50 bus loads, but sounds like I might have read that they only got 26 filled up. Here, I'll bring you guys on a bit of a scenic tour today as well. We'll go check out the river. I haven't been over here in a while. Trying to walk slow so it's not too bouncy. I've got on my bouncy shoes today. Yeah, free bus ride, and apparently I think it said a $15 Walmart gift card. They left at 7 a.m. this morning from Toronto. 11 buses. I'm not sure how many left from Montreal and what time. A lot of signs saying end racism. You know, as a privileged white dude, I didn't realize there was still so much racism around. Well, this guy's gonna have a pretty red bean by the end of the day. The PPS guy here. We'll just, oh, nice. The breeze as we come around this corner feels great. A lot of Muslims down there by that door. Not really sure what's down there that they're lining up for to get into. Let's take a quick look. We're behind the House of Commons right now. This is where the peasants go when they want to go in and watch the theater show while they're in action. I might do a tour sometime of the inside of the buildings just because I've been here so many times. Might be interesting to look inside. Well, that reminds me, we got to plug our Wi-Fi in soon, so we'll have to find some shade. We'll just take a quick look at the river over here. Nice little lookout spot. Then I think we'll go back to the hill and find ourselves some shade. Well, I'm glad to see this crowd is more friendly than the alphabet community. So far, I feel relatively safe walking amongst them as compared to how I would feel if they were all part of the alphabet community. Pretty sure we can see the Supreme Court over there. This is the public restroom here to our right that we just walked past. That's why everybody's here. Oh, we actually get to walk upstairs. Last time I was here, you weren't allowed to go up these stairs. Weren't even allowed behind the building. But the cops let me. Oh, you're not supposed to be allowed tripods up here either. But apparently you can today. It's kind of neat how different rules apply to different people. Oh wow, look at that little canoe ride down there. Whatever that little boat's called. Oh, sorry about that. Let's go up the stairs here, see what we can see from up here. So we're in behind the House of Commons right now. There's a couple monuments and a couple lookout spots. So that's what we're doing. It's incredibly hot. Got us feeling like we're in prison. So that's Quebec you see over there. Oh, that's okay. Let's get a little view from this side. That gentleman there is carrying a tripod. You normally don't let me in here with a tripod. So that's the other angle, the other view, looking a little more east. All right, let's carry on. We gotta find some shade. Let's go see what this monument is here. It's another nice lookout spot over there. I'm not sure if it's open or not. Looks like it is actually. Oh wow, not supposed to be up on the monuments, I didn't think. Pearson, whoever that is. Ooh, we found a bit of shade. Ah, there we go. Sorry. Found a little shade. All right, let's get back to the crowd. Everybody's got the tripod set up. I'll go over there and photobomb it. Not sure what this one is. Let's see if it's got something to read. No, nothing to read. All right, let's go back and see how many more people are here now. Hey, thanks, Joe. Appreciate it. Oh yeah, right on. 41 people watching and only 20 people have hit the like button. Come on, I'm sweating out here to give you a little tour. Do me a favor. Subscribe and smash that like button. Pouring sweat. Oh, look at the Chinese ladies are doing some kind of dance. Let's go down there and check it out. There we go. There's a few more. Thank you. Appreciate it. Definitely wish I would have brought my hat. Thank you, everybody. I appreciate you hitting that like button. Why not? Why not? Least you can do after I'm sweating to show you this nice protest we're having today. Hopefully you all read in the description what they're protesting. Let me know whether you think it's fair or not fair. Are you for or against the Foreign Registry Act? Does the government finally do something for the people, or are they once again just working on more division? Unknown, unknown. Let's see if this guy is going to be friendly to the white guy today. Look at the crowd that's gathering. You'll be getting a little rouge there, sir.
Yeah, I'm gonna go in the car soon.
I was concerned I forgot my hat.
I should maybe put mine on. Thanks for the advice, though.
I just noticed she's getting a little shiny up there. Yeah, might as well be nice to the guy that might one day kick my ass. Why not? I wonder if there's any of the yeah, it's always hard to tell the motives of the government. We condemn racism. Amen to that. I'm with you, sir.
I don't like that.
That's okay. Careful, that gentleman doesn't like cameras. Hello.
Is it beautiful, yeah?
Absolutely it is.
Very beautiful.
That's okay. No, it looks like they got a little bit of infighting going on. Hello. Some of the ladies here. Are these protesters considered racist as well, Paul? Yeah. I don't know. I'm gonna go with, yeah, I'm gonna go with I don't know. I'll go with no comment on that one, Joe. Try not to talk too many things I don't have any clue about. Oh, there's one of our favorite female officers here, or security guards, I guess. She's got really pretty eyes. That's why they normally have her as liaison. That one guy, I don't know, that one guy that's got the sign saying end racism that doesn't want to get on camera. I think I'm going to vote for him not being very friendly. I bet you if I asked him his opinion, whether he's for or against the CCP, I have a feeling he would say, no comment, no comment. Or the persecution of the Falun Gong would be another good one to ask. If I was brave enough and not by myself, these guys know Taekwondo. Might end up getting my ass karate chopped. Quite a crowd of people. A few more police have showed up. Surprised more of the propaganda cameras aren't here to promote Senator O. So I'm assuming Senator O is here somewhere. And I forget the other senator's name, so I won't try to sound it because I won't try to pronounce it because I don't want to sound racist or ignorant. It's in the comments though. Two senators with Asian descent, probably Chinese if I was to guess. Gonna have to wait till I get to the shade to read some of the messages now because we got the sun right on the screen. Oh, some of the, let's go see who these people are over here. Oh, some Muslim people, I think, if that's categorizing them correctly. I know there's a couple freedom people amongst them. And you guys will be noticed over on Trudeau's office, he lost one of his pride flags last night. One of his pride flags got torn down. No flag but the Canadian flags in schools. How do we feel about that, folks? Sounds like a great idea to me. Let's spread that Canadian patriotism. Believe what you believe, but leave our kids alone. Very well, absolutely. Human rights guarantee or responsibility towards our kids. Fantastic. That's nice to see these guys coming out here today and doing some protesting against the school curriculum. So that's pretty neat. We'll go in this way. Let's go this way. Thank you. Thank you. Let's go this way. We'll go see if we can get past the hired security here today. Not sure who hired them. What do these guys' hats say? Oh, I can't read it. It's in Mandarin, I think. Good day for some of the freedom guys to be walking around with their signage, getting their word out. Let's go take a look at the Prime Minister's building with less one flag. Holy shoot. Hot, hot, hot. So 47 people with us on this stream, and yet only 37 people smashed that like button. Those numbers seem to be wrong for some reason. Everybody's hiding over there in the shade. Can't blame them. Yeah, look at that. We minus the pride flag. I heard the other one's going down tonight. It was almost going to go down about half an hour ago, but then they decided not to in case they thought it might be retribution to what happened yesterday to Brian outside the courthouse. Or in the courthouse, I guess, actually, then outside. It's all a conspiracy, eh, Joe? Share it with me, share it with me. So look at this one here. There's a camera installed here. I'll show you. We saw this the other day. They got that camera up there pointing at the sidewalk. The guy said it was for to see about the scooters that are using the sidewalk. So there you go. He is short one of his pride flags. Maybe he'll replace it with a nice Canadian flag. All right, let's go on the other side. We'll see what freedom fighters are here, who's here with their signage, like they always are. I think every Saturday between 12 and 5, doing their freedom fighting. I have a feeling most of the buses have arrived. Oh, as I say that, another one shows up. Well, 26 times 72. Who's good at math? 26 times 72. 26 buses times 72 people per bus. Busy street today. This guy's not gonna get to go. Oh yeah, we gotta go steal some of the shade. There's Chris over there with Daisy Media. And we got our go. We got our permission to walk. We got the motorbike cops here. Let's check out some of these cool vehicles. First one's cool. Second one's a cop. They come in all kinds.
Here's my paint job.
Oh, he's a big boy. Now, is that decorated enough for you or what? Smell a lot of medicine. And then this bus here at the end. This bus here at the end is the sausage stand guy. I think he's probably in his 70s. He drives his bus down here every day and sells sausages. Pretty interesting, eh? I thought so anyways. All right, well, there you go. There's a little tour of some of the Freedom vehicles. We'll head on back to the sweat box up here in the sunshine.
This is Daisy, radio check, over. Radio check, over.
Oh yeah, I forgot we got to plug in our modem. We're gonna go find some shade and sit down for a minute and get our modem plugged in. Take it outside of the bag too. It's probably sweating in there.
$1,300 fine and imprisonment.
Parked on private property. But as we know, the rules don't apply to them. All right, we found some shade. All right, thank you everybody for smashing that like button and getting it to be a little bit higher than the people watching. That's great. Oh, sorry about that. It gets a little harder as you get older to sit on the concrete here on the sidewalk. Let's just get some stuff plugged in. My shirt is just drenched already. Honk, honk. Honk, honk. Yes, it is a very busy day today. Ooh, battery was definitely getting low, so we caught it just in time. A lot of people ask why they're flying the American flag.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to Parliament Hill, a place where Canada comes together. The seat of Canada's democracy is also its symbolic heart. Parliament Hill is where the Canadian public gather to celebrate, grieve, and protest, and to share important experiences and join in events. Canadians and visitors from around the world have special memories tied to the symbolism and the beauty of Parliament Hill. National events, as well as more spontaneous gatherings, bring people together here. These can be public outpourings of emotion or personal celebrations, public or private, somber or festive. The experiences lived here become part of the story of Parliament Hill. Welcome, everybody. Let's all have a good time.
That was Brian, the trucker that never left, if you can hear him.
Welcome to Wellington Street. Welcome to Parliament Hill. Welcome
That's Johnny Rowe.
to the most beautiful part of the most beautiful city in the greatest country on the planet. Thank you for being here. Thank you for standing up with your community and straightening your spine and adding your voice to the voice of so many other people standing against the imposition of terrible, unwanted bureaucracy, regulation, registration, terrible surveillance, terrible abuse of power. We are against all of these things, and we are so happy to see you here joining to stand against the powers that be, to raise your voice for change. We can have a future of compassion and reason, and thank you for being here. We thank our beautiful Chinese Canadians that are here. You're our brothers. We're so glad that you are here in the country. We do not want you to fear the war that they want us to have. We do not have war. We do not want war. These are our brothers. We do not have these enemies. And these are our brothers. The same with our Muslim brothers and sisters joining us today. We're so glad to see you here. None of these people are our enemies. They're all our brothers and sisters. And our brothers and sisters slowly starting to be able to work together to overcome the terrible fear and the lies that we've been told to tell us that we are all each other's enemies. And this is not true. We're suffering these lies. And we can work together. We're working together for a future of freedom and fairness. And thank you so much for coming. All of us who stand here on this street working for a future of change, a future of reason and compassion, a future we can be proud of. We all welcome you here to the street. You're doing right. You're in the right place. You're doing the right thing. Thank you for coming. Thank you for being here. Welcome. Welcome to Ottawa. Welcome.
All right, let's get back walking again. Took a little break in the shade here while we got our battery all hooked up. We should be good to go for another little walk around. Eventually, they'll probably not even let us on the hill because we're not, we don't fit in. But until that comes, let's go, let's go. Well, then again, I wish I was learned Mandarin. All right, let's carry on our walk.
So it's different, as you know, that with equity comes... Class, please welcome the new student, Robert.
Welcome, Robert.
Thanks for the warm welcome, Tish. It's lit, no cap.
Take a seat.
Welcome.
Oh, we might have to go down to the light. The road's too busy to jaywalk today.
Kick the fathers out the house, send the mothers back to work. Let the school system parent your children right from the birth. Make them meal, feed them pills, confuse them about what's real. Tell them facts don't really matter, it's all about how you feel. Science and math erases, history let's erase it. Indoctrinate a whole generation, you can't escape it. It's bigger than American politics, you're an accomplice. White people, racists and bigots, and you're a colonist. If you want freedom, we'll encourage to do the opposite. It's toxic masculinity, if a man is too confident. Excuse me, what's a woman? Well, I am not a biologist. Common sense is really not common when you're a communist. Parents that care about their kids, that's called that makes you a white supremacist. Don't even try to fit in there, 'cause what you say don't relevant. Hands up, everybody stand up. The whole world going mad, bro. Plus you, we fly. Racist if you don't think that ain't up.
We are gonna get sunburnt today. So apparently there was going to be the Muslim protest here today, looking for keeping the kids safe. A couple of shirts on. Oh, hold on a second. Wow, sorry about that. We just tried to connect to somebody's AirPods. Guess I got to turn Bluetooth off. Hold on one second. We got to turn Bluetooth off. So these guys are here protesting against the pride in schools. There's probably about 40 of them. I'm just going to go and turn off Bluetooth. Oh, apparently it is off. All right, sorry about that. Oh, you got that right. Just reading that last comment there. I didn't catch your name, though. It's too sunny, but you're absolutely right. I agree with you for the most part that I read that message of. These guys are all sitting in the air conditioning in case they're needed today. PPS. As you can see, the numbers are growing and the hill is filling up with people. They are flooding in. All ages. All ages. Let's go see. Let us go see. We got lots of signage. No discrimination against Chinese Canadians. We condemn racism. Well, once again, I question whether my kind is going to be wanted here or not. It's incredible how I'm surrounded by hundreds and hundreds of people here, but yet I feel safer than when I'm with the alphabet community. Democracy must be equal and inclusive. My vote is my choice. We condemn racism. My vote is my choice. We condemn racism. Democracy must be equal. Okay, I guess there's stop slandering Chinese Canadians. Well, while we worry and fight about pride, these guys practice fighting. Hey, our first rainbow umbrella. Some dragon stuff. Wonder how this crowd feels about the alphabet community, the pride community. Excuse me, sir. Excuse me. Excuse me. Can I pass? Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Sorry. Holy Toledo. We got oodles of cameras behind me. Let's see what they're all looking at. Oh, probably the senator's probably over here somewhere. I don't know what he looks like though, but I'm assuming he's probably over here. Now we got all the camera crew in a big circle. I wonder if this is him here. Well, trying to get us all moved back here so the cameras can get in, but I don't understand their language. Yeah, I wouldn't know, Terry. Unfortunately, it wouldn't surprise me. All right, well, we're going to bail out of here. Enough cameras here. Let's go see what happens in the back of the crowd. Pretty sure most of us aren't going to understand anyways. We'll go say hi to Rebel News. I forget his name, but we'll go say hi to him anyway. Good day, sir. How you doing? Nice to see you.
What's your name?
Paul, Canadian Free
Robert.
Living. Robert, I think we've met once or twice now.
Probably.
But it's all good.
What's up, brother?
Not too much. You getting some good footage for today?
Trying to I'm gonna go talk to some of these Chinese folks because if you just read the signs, my impression is that they're here to frame this Foreign Influence Registry Act as racist and exclusionary. Like you can see the signs.
Yeah.
Chinese Exclusion Act. I think this is basically CCP AstroTurf. Basically, like Chinese Communist Party funding these people, and Chinese are vulnerable to demography like anyone else, like blacks, Jews. They get conditioned by systems of propaganda into believing that somehow they're marginalized, oppressed, and here they are supposedly resisting this monstrous entity.
So by saying that, would you also be including Senator O and Senator Ping Jing, I think?
I don't know.
They're the ones that organized this.
I'm still realigning my own familiarity with Canadian politics. I've been in U.S. politics for like 4.5 years. But if they're on board with this demonstration, if they're framing such an act as somehow racist...
They paid for the buses, and they gave them a $15 gift card to show up.
Yeah, so they're part of this whole charade. This whole thing is AstroTurf contrived. So those senators that you mentioned are absolutely part of this apparatus, this machine, to both indoctrinate low information people, largely of Chinese ethnic origin in this context, into believing that they're victims, marginalized, oppressed, and that somehow Canada is racist, quote unquote, or xenophobic. This xenophobic, like SIN, like as if opposed to Chinese people. It's all nonsense, man. All kinds of minorities get targeted with this by the machine. Like I said, Jews and blacks primarily. What happens to everyone? Mexicans get told this stuff, or Latinos, if you want to call them that.
Some more division.
Yeah, it's about sowing the seeds of discord between ethnicities and races to act as if somehow there's some sort of... It's basically a Hitlerian view. The Hitlerian view is that there's a racial split, and that an inch gained by one race, however you define those parameters, is an inch lost by another. It's totally anti-human, evil, disgusting, wicked, but that's the time that we live in.
Wow. I love it. Thank you for sharing. I appreciate it. Name was? Robert, I got to try to remember that for next time I run into you.
It's easy, man. It used to be the third most common name in North America.
Well, it's my dad's name, too.
It's a great name.
So, Robert, big guy from Rebel News.
Big guy from Rebel News.
All right, man. Well, we'll be looking for your news report later on. And if you want to read it, it's on Epoch Times did a report and got Senator O to put a couple opinions on.
Good.
So you can read it on there or in the description in my channel.
I'm surprised. Hang on a second, but Epoch Times seems to be sort of on the, let's say, freedom side. They're sort of challenging certain orthodoxies. I would imagine that Epoch Times' editorial stance would have been critical of this demonstration. Is that fair, or am I misunderstanding?
No, from what I read of it, it was just more informative. I got more informative. I didn't catch it leaning one way or another.
Interesting.
Yeah. I really didn't catch it leaning one way or the other.
Let me ask another question. Has Epoch Times been pursuing foreign influence operations by the Chinese Communist Party in English-speaking countries? For example, CCP procurement of Canadian or American politicians or figures in either Canada or the U.S. or again, English-speaking countries who are, let's call them titans of industry. So Peter Schweitzer writes a lot about this. As an Epoch Times sort of reported on it, I think Epoch Times had a concern about the CCP sort of global operations in terms of subverting other nations and other countries.
I would say absolutely they report on that as well. Like when you look at this article relative to this today, and then you look at the following links at the bottom, some of them are about the 7 police stations here in our country and about how this act originally came out in 1923, I think, because this is the 100th anniversary right now.
That's right.
And 100 years ago it was the Chinese Foreign Act,
Okay.
where now they're trying to write it up as the Foreign Act to try to include everybody. And quite frankly, I think if you're a Canadian, then why would you have any issue with foreign entities having to be registered with the government while they're in our country?
I agree with you. I haven't looked at legislation specifically, but assuming the legislation is well written, and that's a big assumption, I agree with you. So, of course, those who are operating on behalf of foreign governments in terms of lobbying politicians or even other sorts of influence operations with media or industry companies, yeah, you want to have some sort of governmental eye upon them. Does that mean a list? I don't know. But yeah, I agree with you in general.
Yeah. And I'm too ignorant to be able to guess to make a stamp on an opinion. Just what I've read is kind of what my thoughts are like. Well, what seems wrong with that? And I would have hoped to talk to some people here today to see what the answer would be.
Yeah, we should get to it. Let's find out what the.
But the fact that I'm outnumbered makes me concerned to go and approach people.
This is your charm, brother. just kill them with kind of soft.
Hey, I don't have pecs like you that hit them first when I walk in.
Where are you guys from?
It's all charisma.
Where are you guys from?
London, Ontario.
I'm from here in Ottawa, Ontario. I live here.
Okay,
Rebel News, Derek. Hi, I'm Landy Anderson from the Foundation to commemorate the Chinese railroad workers in Canada. I'm the chair of the foundation. We were invited here yesterday to participate in a very private event of an unveiling of a plaque to honor and commemorate the 100 years of the Chinese Exclusion Act, where they asked our Chinese ancestors to write their names on a registry. And today, 24 hours later, we're here to show support against the same totalitarianism that's going to occur with the foreign registry.
Would you do a video interview?
Yes,
I would love
that's
to get
the whole purpose.
Yes.
Okay, and then we'll post it on our foundation website, fccrwc.com. So we stand against racism.
Absolutely.
We stand up against social justice. That's me and my vice chair, Derek Rue, our entire foundation. Listen, folks, you don't invite 17,000 people here to build the railway, and on July 1st, 1923, kick us to the curb. 17,000 people were invited by Canada to build the railway. And why do you have the Chinese Exclusion Act to kick us to the curb? 17,000 people, homeless. 4,000 of our Chinese ancestors died building the railway from unstable dynamite, from falling off.
Lanny, I want to get these remarks on camera if you don't
Yes,
agree to that.
yes.
Yeah.
Let's.
You stand in the background. You can.
Well, wherever they want. Let them put.
I think here's a good spot because the light will blind you.
Oh, okay, good idea.
So, but we're here today.
Oh, sorry, the
because-
light won't blind the lens.
Yeah. Okay. Got it. But what's your name?
My name's Robert.
Robert. Okay. Thank you, Robert.
We'll keep this for you, Lenny.
Okay. Keep that for me.
We take this way, if that's okay.
Face this way.
I just want to get as much of you as possible. So
Oh, okay.
I might take
you're
up
up
too much
there.
space. So here I am with Landy. Landy,
Oh,
are you,
okay.
are you an organizer of this event?
I'm not an organizer of this event. I'm a supporter, Robert. I'm a supporter of this event. First of all, I'd just like to thank you and Rebel News for being here today to cover this important event. I'm the chair of the foundation to commemorate the Chinese railroad workers in Canada. We stand against social justice. Our group is here showing support to the organizers. We know the organizers, but we're here today to show support.
Good afternoon,
Why we're
ladies
here
and
today
gentlemen.
is because
Welcome
we were in Ottawa
to the
yesterday for a very exclusive and private
anniversary
unveiling of a
Chinese
plaque
Exclusion
honoring
Act.
and recognizing 100 years of legislative racism against our Chinese ancestors. It's called the Chinese
So
Exclusion
good afternoon,
Act.
ladies
It
and
took
gentlemen.
place on July
Welcome
1st,
to the Grand Valley
1923. So yesterday, the
anniversary
senators,
of
the
the Chinese
dignitaries,
Exclusion
and
Act.
representatives
So
from social
before
justice
the
and human
official
rights
ceremony
groups from all
starts,
over Canada
let's
came
introduce
to
some
receive an
cultural
apology
performance
and an
to
unveiling of a
demonstrate
plaque
the
that's going to
splendid
be
Chinese
housed and
culture.
archived in the very
First
first
moment
Chinese
drum
Canadian
show
Museum in
performed
Victoria,
by
BC.
Ottawa
Why today, after
Eviction,
yesterday's
is
apology,
enjoy the show.
where our Chinese ancestors were asked to sign their names on a Chinese registry? That's what happened 100 years ago, and if our ancestors did not sign their name on this Chinese registry, they were persecuted, they were imprisoned, they were fined. There was legislative discrimination against Chinese people while the Chinese were recruited here to build the railway system. And then they were excluded by way of the Chinese Exclusion Act. I'm sorry, 80,000 people paid the head tax. 17,000 Chinese laborers were brought here to build the railway. And then on July 1st, 1923, they were excluded. First by the head tax, that didn't stop people from coming. Then they increased the head tax, that didn't stop people from coming. So then they instituted the Chinese Exclusion Act, or what they refer to as the Chinese Immigration Act. And the Chinese Exclusion Act, after 80,000 people, 80,000 of my Chinese ancestors were brought over. 80,000 paid the head tax. On July 1st, people were excluded. Men were here. This created a bachelor society. The Chinese Exclusion Act disrupted family systems. Women and children grew up. Women, wives were left on their own in China. Women grew up, children grew up not knowing their fathers. And for 24 years, it took the Chinese community 24 years of advocacy to repeal the act, and they finally did that. And so now, today, this harkens back to a totalitarianism society. This is a police state asking people again to sign their names. That's what they did with the Chinese Exclusion Act. This is what's happening again today with this prospective legislation.
Okay, yeah, this is what I want to ask you about. This prospective legislation. Are we specifically talking about the Foreign Influence Registry Act and or the Foreign Agents Registry Act? Are these the acts that you're referring to?
These are the acts I'm referring to, and that's why everyone is here today, because asking people to register. Listen, I'm down with protecting Canada and making sure that our freedoms and rights are not corrupted by foreign influences. There's nothing wrong with that. Let's take a lesson out of our American brothers and sisters over there. There's nothing wrong with protecting our freedoms and rights and protecting who we are as Canadians. But asking people to register, not asking, demanding and legislating people to register is no different than the Chinese Immigration Act or the Chinese Exclusion Act. What's happening here today is this is one step away from a police state. Like, listen, this is look at all the people here. This is not representing the voice of the people. These people in the group here are educators, laborers. They represent social justice and human rights. Our group, who we represent, the Chinese community, we're standing here together as one Canada, one Canadian community, saying this is wrong, okay? And your role, Robert, as a media reporter, to share what's happening here, because I think that the average Canadian doesn't understand what's happening here. The consultation was very limited. There was not good media coverage on the consultation. Most Canadians are just working and trying to keep lights on and food on the table. Like, we're not paying attention to what's happening politically. We rely on the media to help us. We rely on the advocacy groups to help us. Our job is to help people understand. My vice chair, Derek Wu, our job and my job as the chair of the foundation is to help people understand the Chinese contribution to the building of the railroad and the 4,000 lives that were lost, nameless, faceless, during the construction of the railway system, and then we were kicked to the curb. There's that one Chinese picture in the most famous picture of the hammering of the last spike on November 7, 1885. We're looking after the railroad business. Can the advocacy groups and the media groups do their job and look after this and help raise awareness to this? I live in my small backyard here with Derek. We're helping to raise awareness on the racist legislation from the Chinese Exclusion Act and the impacts on the Chinese community. That's why we're here. 100 years it took us to get here. Are we starting again? Get the clock and set your clock. This is the start of the next 100 years.
Let's switch sides because my arm's getting exhausted.
Okay. But listen, what's happening here is
Sorry,
so
may I
wrong.
continue my interview?
And,
Thank you.
What's happening here is so wrong, and the majority of Canadians don't understand what's happening here, Robert.
Okay, Lenny, you mentioned a moment ago that you don't see any issue with countering or addressing foreign influence operations. Does the Canadian government have any legitimate interest in countering influence operations or compromise operations from the Chinese Communist Party? Is that something that they should be cognizant of?
I'm not going to, and again, this is about allowing the experts. I'm not an expert in these things. We need to get our experts, and we need to amplify and promote the voice of the groups that have the expertise in that. I'm here today showing support, and I'm here today because Ottawa invited us yesterday to recognize 100 years of racist legislation by way of the Exclusion Act. I mean, think about it. Canada Day, July 1st, what does that represent for most Canadians? For our Chinese community, it represents Humiliation Day. We don't call it Canada Day. And I want to, so every group has to do their part. Our group has done their part to acknowledge. Here's Ivan from Vancouver doing his part in BC, doing his part to raise awareness. He printed a book to talk around the legislation and the impacts on family and communities, children and wives, mental health. Think about the separation and think about the humiliation to sign the Chinese Immigration Act. And now we're doing that again with this registry. Listen, CSIS is behind the scenes doing their work. Let them do their work. They know who the negative players are. They know who the nefarious characters are around the world. Let them do their work, because that's the work that they do. We don't need to interfere with that. But when you ask people, once again, to sign a registry, that is wrong, especially after 100 years. years of the Chinese Exclusion Act. Like, do we not learn from our history? What we're repeating history here. This is a police state. This is a totalitarianism effort on our government to have, and listen, what are the parameters to put people's names on this registry? I'm not an expert in it, so I'm relying on the experts in the political arena to do their job. I'm relying on the media. You're responsible to help people understand. You've got to get the interviews with the organizers. I'm not an organizer. We're here to show our support. The foundation to commemorate the Chinese railroad workers. We are full functions to show support for and stand up against social injustice, against our Chinese community, and against all discrimination at large, gender, language, ageism, all of this, homophobia, all of this discrimination is wrong. Our little part, our little backyard is in the Chinese railroad. And I invite people to come to our website, fccrwc.com. Read the history of the Chinese Exclusion Act. It starts with education. It ends with advocacy. So your report will help incite that fire. There's fire. When people hear about this, I find it very hard to believe that the average Canadian would allow something like this to happen. And there were a small number of Canadians that understand what's happening here today. And so you have that responsibility, Robert. I'm counting on you. And no, I just would like to say, and all of the media that were here today, our foundation and our friends showing their support. I just want to thank them about the important role that they're playing. Because how to think about identity. Identity is constructed in our education system and through our social media. So your role is, I would argue, even more important because that media influences the education system. That's where there's political and social will. Through the media, it's going to be changed.
I joined you the last one, and I got the Irish. Thank you for coming to indulgence.
Thank you.
Well,
I need a business card.
Oh, you can.
I wanted to come. As soon as I saw it's Rebel, I'm like, I am down with Rebel. Anyone that names their news outlet Rebel, I'm like, I'm down with it. Canadian free living. That is, well, Canadian free living.
Yeah, I noticed that Main Street's not here. No, I don't have one with me.
Yeah, well, WeChat, what's that?
Canadian Free Living on YouTube or Google.
Okay.
Put in Canadian Free Living.
Okay. All right, let's go.
Canadian.
Canadian living. Get his interview.
Free living.
Canadian Free Living.
F-R-E-E.
Canadian free living.
Free?
Yeah.
Where's your business card?
I don't promote. I'm not here for money or
What's your name?
self-promotion. Paul.
What's your name?
Paul.
Okay, and then we want to link it to fccrwc.com.
If you guys can send me a message, I'll cut. I'm live streaming.
Oh, you're live streaming.
Everything's live right now, so I'll cut this out if you want that interview.
Cut it, and we'll post it on our website, and we will. You're now our friend.
If you send me a message,
Okay, what is your contact information?
Did you get Canadian living?
Yeah, I got it.
yeah, just put it on YouTube, and any video on my channel, if you comment, I will get it. Or if you look on my about page, my email's there. And if you want to email me, I'll put in whatever description you want.
Okay, got it. Paul.
Yes.
Canadian free living.
Yeah, he wrote it down.
Your email address?
Paul A
A for Apple, yeah.
yeah, Gardiner, Gardiner.
The I and
at hotmail.com. At hotmail.com. Send me an email with all your data. I'll put it right in the video, in the interview.
appreciate it. Thank you very much.
You have a great day.
Thank you.
Good luck. All right, guys, so we're gonna move on. We gotta find some shade. We're literally dripping sweat here. We're gonna go take a break. There's some serious screaming going on behind me though. But we'll take a break. I'm gonna go find some shade for a minute.
Thank you. Ladies and gentlemen, next, let's enjoy the Toronto Drum Show performed by Toronto organizations 多伦多龙舞队。
We gotta go take a break. Hello. I'm gonna go sit down for 5 minutes. Probably, I think we'll plug the phone in too. Still a little bit of shade over here. Didn't help much. Holy crikey, it is hot. What do we got? 1:45? Well, that was interesting. Just gonna take 5, everyone. Yeah, that's what we're looking for, Joe. It'd be nice to see if we can get to 100. Feels like it's 100 degrees out here, so 100 likes would be all right. I see we have some mixed emotions about the crowd that we're, the people that we're keeping space with today. Oh yeah, some snow would be great right now. Geez, when they were like, when those people were asking, you know, where are you from? I thought I was having flashbacks to hanging out with the alphabet community. I thought we were about to get attacked. Those guys got me traumatized. Well, you know, Terry, that was one thing she said was when Ottawa invited us to be here. Well, technically it wasn't Ottawa. From what I read, it was Senator O, and I forget the other guy's name. It should be in the description there. It sounded like it was the 2 senators that were organizing this, and not necessarily Ottawa as a whole. We'll just take a quick break, cool down for a minute, then we'll go for another walk. Yeah, it's too bad you can't get like this group with the Muslim group, with the Christian group, and everybody together like they were over a year ago to oppose Trudeau. Oh, right on, Mini Jeep. Thank you very much. Out here sweating for the like buttons. Let's get to 100. The things I'll do for appreciation, I guess, or whatever you want to call it. I don't know what the temperature today is in Ottawa. I'm guessing around 30. We'll take another walk around soon. We'll just go till the battery's dead. Yeah, we all do, but you know, the government's agenda is to keep us all separate. United we're strong and divided we fall, right? Wow, where's the Dickie D ice cream bike? Do those things still exist? They could be making some good money today. That's quite the camera gear she has. Not as many people as I thought there was going to be today. Oh, they're trying some mandates up there, getting everybody to move back so the cameras can capture the event. Oh, it looks like the cops might be, yeah, let's go. I think the cops are doing something up there. Let's go see what they're doing. Oh, it's so hard to get up and out of this shade. She had a pretty good point, though. There's absolutely zero propaganda cameras here today to cover the protest. So I guess the propaganda cameras don't even cover any kind of protest anymore if it's against the government. All right, sun's gone. Let's go for a walk. Oh, is it ever, eh? Not slugging around the cross today?
I dressed for rain and said that yesterday was supposed to be like 85% rain.
Yeah, all night. It's funny how depending where you look, you get different forecasts. Mine said during the night there was going to be rain. A little surprised to see what was going on here today, or were you aware?
No, I had no clue. No idea. It's a couple things, a Chinese thing and
mostly the Chinese, numbers-wise anyways. Yeah, I subscribe to Epoch Times, so I just happened to get the email yesterday with the news report about this going on today.
What is it? A guy just said to me quickly, it's a celebration thing. What's it about? Chinese thing?
No, so 100 years ago, Canada enacted the Chinese Registration Act.
Right.
If you didn't register, you were evicted from Canada.
Right.
And that was right after the Chinese finished building our railroad.
Gotcha.
And there was they brought over thousands of Chinese to do that. And then now they're actually looking at, it's going to the Senate right now to have a Foreigners Registration Act. They're going to make foreigners sign up again saying they were foreigners. And so they're in opposition to that, saying it's a tie to racism and stuff like that. And then you get some people saying that Senator O, who's the one that organized this and paid for everybody to come, paid for all the bus rides and a $15 Walmart gift card, that he's more division, making everyone of the Chinese community make it look like it's actually a racist thing, where in reality it's just hey, you want to know who's in the country. So depends on which way you go, I guess. You got to do your own research and make your own conclusions. All I know is there's not very many propaganda cameras here. That's per usual. All right, let's go. We're going back in. Well, I guess we're not now, but.
I can't take any more illicit drugs. I can't afford any artificial joy. I show up at food dead in a ditch somewhere with a mind full of chemicals like some cheese-eating high school boy. 'Cause I wanna go. I've got the problems of the night.
No, this guy's hiding his face for some reason. Makes you wonder if he's propaganda camera or something, using his sock to hide his face. Right on, Peter. Thank you very much, buddy. Smash that like button. Whoop, 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 whoop. I'm getting honked at because I guess I took too long to cross the street. Wow. I shot him the peace sign, but I guess I should have shot him the bird. I still had the hand flash, and I can take as long as I want to cross the street. Some people are just so impatient. Heavy police presence that way. We'll go this way. We'll go see if we can get this guy that was hiding his face with the sock monkey there. Let's go get the Muslim people some coverage. I like why they're here better. They're here to protest the alphabet community in public schools and in schools. So let's go support them. Right on. Maybe this will eventually get some kind of change in our school curriculum. I almost wonder if they're trying to push private schools more. Oh, I forget his name. We heard from him the other day, but apparently his PA system today is pretty quiet. Oh, he doesn't have an amplifying device today. Yeah. This guy's got a good message. Guess he wasn't allowed some kind of amplification device to make sure his voice could be heard.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, please put your hands together again for all the performers! Thank you very much. Ladies and gentlemen, I want to acknowledge the indigenous people's land here. 我们在这里呢，要认识一下，我们是在原住民的土地上，感谢他们让我们在这里形成一个多元文化的国家。So, ladies and gentlemen, okay, yeah, please, the first round people, please sit down. Okay, please sit down, and then we can let other people outside of the circle to see all the speeches and performance as well. Okay, 所有的这个前面的朋友，请坐下。
Hey Robert, if I keep holding the camera, will I get shoulders like that?
I'm getting gassed and I'm like,
I know, man. I understand.
you gotta smoke for the press.
I was gonna offer to hold it for you, but then I might miss it, and I don't want to be on the receiving end.
I might recruit you tomorrow. What's going on here? Like this is in opposition to so-called transgender agenda. This so-called I call it the LGBTQ enterprise.
I call it the alphabet community.
There we go. Whatever, because we shouldn't legitimize it. It's nonsense. It's not a movement. It's an operation. It's an enterprise. It's a campaign. And that's what this is about, right?
Yeah, I've met them a couple times now at different protests at the school boards, and yeah, they're against this in the schools.
Good for them.
It's against their religion, and yet their kids are being forced to take it on.
Yeah.
So they're planning some really big things in September.
Yeah.
Like he was just mentioning.
Yeah.
Apparently, I was talking to Josh Alexander the other day, and he said, "Oh yeah, the school boards better be ready, man, because come September, I'm not going to tell you what's going on, but you watch what's going to happen."
I hope he's right about parents coming together and actually flexing their political muscle to do what's right.
Well, you should have seen the gathering. I captured it the other day at the Catholic school board.
That's where we saw each other, because I was there.
Oh, you were there then?
Yeah, Cleopatra and Hunt Club. The school board.
Yeah, Hunt Club. Yeah.
So
that was one of them.
Yeah, there was some great speakers there, great interviews.
Yeah, that was really good that day.
It was great.
So to see the Christians and the Muslims and the Catholics all getting together to stand for the same thing, man.
Exactly.
Like that's all about what the Freedom Convoy was about.
That's right.
You know, everybody from all different creeds, nationalities, religions, all uniting, scared the shit out of the government.
Yeah, we were speaking earlier about how the machine, I use that term to describe government, but ancillary institutions that are aligned with it or captured by it, you know, whether it's Walmart, whether it's, Amazon, take your pick, either large companies, even large institutions like supposedly non-governmental organizations, they align together to sow these seeds of discord between races and ethnicities. They cultivate these nonsense words like racism and sexism, which are nonsense.
And promote it, yeah.
And they do that to divide groups, arbitrarily defined against one another. And to your point, this is a point of unification because it's not really controversial. There's no meaningful debate to be had over male-female division, human sexual dimorphism. It's 2 + 2 = 4, right? So regardless of your philosophical or theological background, you can get behind that. And to see Muslims and Christians get together on that, it's amazing. It's a potential inflection point politically.
How so? Explain that to my ignorant brain, will you?
Because previously disconnected or apathetic or complacent Canadians who are not involved in any regard, either in terms of discussion, let alone voting or running for office or supporting politicians that they like, are now motivated, they're inspired by something that's so reprehensible, that's so anti-human, that's so deceptive, that's so endless, that they're almost compelled to get into. Here's how I look at it. Whether it's the COVID-19 enterprise, whether it's the LGBTQ enterprise, or as you put it, the alphabet mafia.
Community. I said alphabet community.
I won't use the word community because it's not a community. It's like a fake, arbitrary, supposed unified group of people. But yeah, like
I work for Remax. I gotta watch my tongue.
Scratch everything I just said.
But no, not your tongue.
Yeah, but basically,
my tongue.
Basically, here's how because I've been a political junkie since I was a kid, right? That's why, forgive the self-serving description. That's why I'm a black belt in my understanding of this, because I've been doing this for like 30 years. I've been obsessed with it. And obsession is what drives greatness, which is what creates my greatness in this regard. And people who don't pay attention to politics, eventually politics pays attention to you. So you may not care about politics, but politics very much cares about you. And if you ignore it, it's like a cancer. Eventually it becomes malignant. And it's unignorable. It's kind of like, let's say you and I have different sensitivities to odor, right? I'm using odor as a metaphor for politics. If I'm highly sensitive, I detect really small, faint, bad odors. If you're insensitive, it takes a massive odor to awaken your senses. But that's what's happening. This is a massive political odor that's awakening people that were previously disconnected or previously insensitive to politics because they didn't notice the nuance. They didn't notice the detail. To them, it was detail. To them, it was nuance. This is so over the top, right?
No, that's much better.
And I think the COVID-19 enterprise was like that. It was so abusive. It was so parasitic. It was so destructive and evil and illegal and criminal and wicked that people who are just going about their daily lives that didn't pay attention, you couldn't ignore it. It's coming down your throat. it's not a deep state, it's an in-your-face state, right?
Yeah.
If you go to work, we arrest you. Don't wear the mask, we arrest you. Don't take the injection, we fire you. So like that kind of aggression, and by the way, but in a way we invite that, right? If we invite the small abuses, okay, tax me a bit more. Okay, nickel and dime me on the parking ticket a bit more. Okay, restrict me in my, labor freedom and this, whatever the hell it is, right? Eventually that abuse grows and grows and grows. You can't get to like 400-pound bench press if you don't do a 300-pound first. And government abuse is like that too. It's progressive, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, no, that's great. That really dumbs it down for me. I got a thick skull. I used to be blonde.
I'm glad it makes sense. That's the important. If I'm making sense, I'm happy.
Yeah. So you getting some good chats today then?
You know what? I should continue that. Let me do that again. But yeah, absolutely. There's interesting people always. Look, Ottawa's a great place, man.
I mean,
as corrupt as the city is, there's a lot of great people to talk to.
Yeah. And you're from Ottawa, you said, right?
Born and raised.
Yeah, I'm only a visitor.
It's okay. We'll allow you.
All right. I appreciate that.
You're welcome.
For now, I'm allowed. Yeah, I'm just here till Canada Day, and then I'm back to London.
By the way, you're gonna be here on July 1st?
Yeah.
I mean, it's gonna be crazy, but if I bump into you, I'll bump into you.
Yeah, right on. Yeah, we probably
It's
will.
like there's like tons and tons of people, but I would love to come down here on July 1st. If Rebel News wants it, I'm sure they will. Just talk to Canadians. What's in our mind? What's it mean to be a Canadian? You know what? There's gonna be so many great people sharing great observations, maybe ridiculous observations, but whatever.
Yeah, right on. Yeah, no, I'll probably see you around at that event then, and maybe you can let me tag in on some of your interviews again. Appreciate listening to you. So absolutely amazing group over here. I love what they're standing for. Appreciate them all being here.
Chinese Exclusion Act was enacted in the July 1st of 1923. Today, in the historic Grand Rally, we want to reflect on the dark chapter in our nation's history and to honor the resilience and...
So the guy speaking over there was just pointing at the flag hanging on Trudeau's office saying it's MAPS, Minor Attracted People Syndrome or something. I forget what the S stands for. And that basically it means pedophilia and they're coming for your children. Apparently they got some big things planned for September, so the school board better get ready. The school board better get ready. It should be interesting in September. Oh, Chris is running over this way. Maybe he's got something going on. Sun disappeared. There's a minor breeze happening. Here's our Canadian Chinese protesters. Protesting against alleged discrimination. I wouldn't be able to speak on that because I'm a privileged white guy, I guess we'll call it. Even though many of us here are privileged in Canada, regardless of our color, creed, religion. Oh boy. Let's go this way and just take a little stroll around. Let's do a stroll around the crowd, actually. We'll get you a 360-degree view of the crowd. It's interesting how we have all the Chinese there and then all the Muslims here. Oh, it looks like they're coming this way for a march. Leave the kids alone, they're hollering. Looks like they might be going for a march. Sorry. Which way are you going?
Leave the kids alone! Leave the kids alone! Leave the kids alone!
Welcome
Leave the kids alone. Leave the kids alone. Leave the kids alone. The kids alone. Kids alone.
Leave the kids alone.
That's the right way. That's the way, brothers. Welcome, welcome. We're so glad to see you.
Leave the kids alone.
Thank you for joining us here. Welcome.
Leave the kids alone.
Leave the
kids alone. Leave the kids alone.
Leave the kids alone.
Leave the kids alone.
Leave the kids alone.
Leave the kids alone.
Leave the kids alone.
Leave the kids alone.
Leave the kids alone.
Leave the kids alone.
Leave the kids alone.
Leave the kids alone. Leave the kids alone.
Welcome, welcome, welcome. Thank you so much for coming.
Thank you, everybody. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
Joining us to fight against the terrible oppressors that are trying to ruin our society. They're doing it all different kinds of ways. They do it to each one of us individually. And it's so great to see that we're all realizing
Traffic jam. Oh, we got a red light.
and that if we work together, we can overcome these terrible opponents that are trying to ruin our lives. Thank you for showing up. Thank you for being here. Welcome, welcome.
Thank you. Thank you. Good day, sir.
How you doing?
Good
buddy?
job
Sorry,
today.
I'm sweating.
No amplification, no loudspeaker
Oh
today.
my God, yeah. But I'm loud anyways. I've been doing this for 25 years.
Yeah, it's too bad we couldn't have had something for you. You're hard to hear in the back. We'll see you again soon. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
Together, united, we'll never be defeated. The people, united, will never be defeated. Everyone, united, will never be
Wow, thank you. Little one beside me yelled, "No more silence." I don't know if the cops are just waiting for the... Not sure why the cops are standing there. I'm not... Are they trying to cross the road or what? Thank you.
Let's welcome the Honorable Senator, Mr. Parental, to deliver his remarks. 我们热烈欢迎我们的参议员胡元茂先生，有请。
Too bad Trudeau wasn't here today. I guess the cops are keeping them off the street. Let's go see if we can get a view of them across from the other angle.
It's going to be 1 million people across this country. At least.
No more silence. No more silence. No more silence.
Leave the kids alone! Leave the kids alone!
Leave the kids alone! Leave the kids alone! Leave the kids alone! Leave the kids alone! Leave the kids alone!
Yeah.
Leave the kids alone!
Leave the kids alone. Wow, this turned out interesting.
No more silence! 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 No more silence!
We'll never be defeated. Together, united, we'll never be defeated. United, we'll never be defeated.
No more silence!
No more silence. Leave the kids alone. 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 Leave the kids alone.
Thank you. Quite a crowd we got today. Cops are trying to do their best at controlling the traffic. They're not doing so good. Looks like we should be able to go on the next light. I'm going anyways, unless the cop tells me to stop. But I guess these guys are directing traffic because the traffic is really backed up. It's got to be about, I don't know, 300, 400 people here protesting to Leave the kids alone. Cops were not planning on these numbers today. All right, so we're getting a red light. We should be able to go here. Yeah, I think we're good to go. Wow, I'm so happy. This is awesome. Now, if only the Chinese community would have joined in with them. I don't know if their plan's going for a walk or what they're doing. They're all just piled here. They're all piled here in front of Trudeau's office, causing mayhem at the intersection. Good day, sir.
Get my phones out just in case they do something.
This is the most beautiful thing I've seen in years. It is time. This is freedom fighters doing anything.
Oh, starting to get a couple of raindrops. Right in front of Trudeau's office. Check that out. Looks like they're on the move. Gonna be going down, walking in front. Looks like they're planning on going in front of Trudeau's office. Starting to rain a little bit. Good job, man. Thank you. Thank you. all right in front of Trudeau's office right now. What an awesome gathering. It's beautiful, isn't it? Yeah, that would be awesome. There'd be no finger pointing. I definitely should have brought my eggs today. Yeah, some of the looks of people's faces that are watching. I'm gonna get kicked off the road in about 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and good day, sir. Told you.
This is about what?
They don't believe what's being taught in schools is proper for their children. They want their children to be taught by their parents.
Oh.
Relative to the pride agenda.
Oh, okay.
So these people are standing up in argument against what the government's forcing to be taught to children.
Oh, okay. This is the specific community or?
Majority is Muslim.
Okay.
But the Muslims and the Christians and the Catholics, they've been standing up together against this curriculum in schools.
Oh, I see.
They don't want it in schools. Leave the kids alone, not in schools. That's their. That's what they're preaching.
Wow.
So they've been protesting at different events, and from what I hear, it's only going to get bigger.
Wow.
So apparently September, when school starts again, there's going to be a lot more protests.
Oh.
So
that's a big issue.
absolutely, it is. A lot of parents haven't voted saying they want their children being taught this stuff. If anybody, you should be teaching your children what you want them to be taught, not the government.
But if everyone is saying what you are talking about, that could be very complicated. What do you think?
I agree.
Every parent has to teach his children.
Well, no, I think it's more about like grade 3 children. Looks like you have a couple small ones here. Getting taught that you can decide what gender you are.
Oh.
Are you a boy or are you a girl? You're not allowed to decide that. The teachers do. The teachers help your children decide if they're boys or girls.
Okay.
They don't want that in school. You and your kids, that's between you.
Of course.
Right?
Uh-huh.
Well, that's not what the government's saying. The government's forcing that in the schools, that they're just helping decide whether they want to be cats or mice or boys or girls.
Wow.
Are you from here?
Originally, no.
Originally, no, but you guys, your kids go to school here?
Yeah, in Gatineau.
They must know what I'm talking about.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. And soon they will too.
Wow.
And that should be you. That's your job to teach them that kind of stuff.
Of course.
Have you saw some of the books that they have now in school?
Sometimes, yeah.
The bad books that children shouldn't be a part of. Darn, I've read, Playboy. I've heard more child-friendly Playboys than I have some of the books they're giving these guys.
Wow.
It's wrong. And more people need to stand up together and say no. No. Let's stick with math, English, science, budgeting, finance.
I see.
The important stuff. That's what they're standing for. And I'm with them. I agree. Freedom for everybody. And you probably know this. What grade are you in? 8? 9 almost? So some children are getting penalized if they speak up and say, well, there's only boys and girls. Have you experienced that in your school? You're not allowed to speak your free speech anymore unless it's agrees with that flag. Sorry?
When I see it, there's only 2 genders.
Exactly. And that's wrong. You should be able to speak your opinion in this country. We're supposed to have free speech in this country, not just that speech. They should have their rights too, don't get me wrong. But she should have her right to be able to say what she thinks. But they're getting taken away. Hopefully that answers your question.
Thank you.
Have a great day.
Thank you for your time.
Oops, sorry. Wow, they're calling in all the cops here. Oh, wow, I think I actually see propaganda camera too. Oh, the cops are running down this way for some reason. Something appears to have happened. Oh, they're just getting their bicycles to move with the crowd. That means they'll leave us alone to walk on the road again. Whoop, whoop, whoop. Almost got run over. Just gonna get to the front, sir. And now we're down at the other end of Trudeau's office. Some of these Ottawa people just ride by mocking the crowd. That guy on the bike just went by saying something. I didn't quite hear what he said, but wow.
Hashtag find freedom box.
All right, we're all back together to walk towards
Uh-oh. I wonder if the cops are going to keep him off Spark Street. Starting to rain a little bit. They usually try hard to keep all the protesters off Spark Street where the tourists are. I'm assuming here's some of the, right behind me, we just passed one of the Chinese buses, I think. Yeah, they're not gonna... We want the school for education, not other curriculum. Free the children. Oh wow, you go, Brian.
No more silence. No more silence.
Look at this little guy here. Leave me alone, I'm still a kid. Stop taking our children's innocence. Oh, it looks like they're crossing the street up by the... We're at the War Memorial now, so we can just take a shortcut up here and catch them going the other way. Thanks, guys. Thank you. Should be able to catch them over here. Oh, here's the front.
We've been here 410
Honk, honk. Right on, Joe, buddy. Work that crowd. Let's get it to 100. Yip, yip, hooray.
for Trudeau! No voice 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 for Trudeau! Keep this kids alone! Keep this kids alone! Keep this alone! Keep this
And we had a very successful flash mob, I'd say.
Absolutely. All because of you, my man.
Flash mob Fox.
Oh yeah, you're leading the crowd.
I like to think so too.
These cops on their bikes get pretty pushy.
Yeah, well, I mean, they've been emboldened by it.
Yeah.
They have their fear-mongering meetings every morning. Oh, the far-right extremist threat. So they're fear-mongered every morning, and then they come out and they see, us.
Watch out, they might unite.
Exactly. They haven't done anything yet.
This unification's scaring them.
That's right. And you know what? Little by little in the New World Order.
Oh, I can't wait till September.
What's happening in September?
Well, apparently this crowd's going to be 10 times larger. There's a whole bunch of people when school starts back up again.
Yeah.
It's supposed to be pretty, there's going to be protests all over the place, from what I've heard.
Good. Well, let's make it happen. It's up to us and our generation. It's up to us and our generation, Brian. That's why we're here.
Okay guys, it's raining now. Trying to use the bikes to push people on the sidewalk.
Leave our kids alone! Leave our kids alone! Leave our kids alone! Leave our kids alone!
Welcome to Wellington Street. This is where we come to stand up against the terrible tyranny. Welcome, my brothers and sisters. Welcome. Thank you for coming and thank you for being here. You're in the right place. You're doing the right thing. We're so glad to see you here with us. Stand up against the terrible tyranny, the lies, the corruption that is destroying our beautiful society out here in Canada. We're all working together now. We're all working opponents. The right thing.
Yeah, Terry, except it's going to get the lens covered with water and make our poor quality video even worse. I don't mind me getting wet. Oh, that reminds me, I should put my battery pack out of the rain.
Jesus said, fuck those gays, right? Bunch of bigots. Wall of bigots.
Which ones? Over here in the office? Oh, come on. Get your head out of your ass. Come on. Get your head out of your ass, Grandpa. Sorry, guys. Grandpa calling everybody bigots.
No more silence! No more silence! No more silence!
Leave the kids alone. Leave the kids alone. Leave the kids alone.
No more silence!
No more silence.
No more silence!
No more silence.
No more silence!
No more silence.
Leave the kids alone! 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 Leave the kids alone!
We need to see if we can accommodate one of these signs to keep us and the camera dry. What do you guys think about Granddad calling us all bigots? Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you for standing up. All right, let's see if we can get our battery put away before it gets wrecked. Hold on, everybody. Leave the kids alone!
Leave the kids alone!
Leave the kids alone!
Leave the kids alone! Leave the kids alone! Leave the kids alone! Leave the kids alone! Leave the kids alone! Leave the kids alone! Leave the kids alone! Leave the kids alone! Leave the kids alone!
Oh, that wasn't me, FJT.
Leave Canada, yeah. Leave the kids alone! Canada!
He was calling everybody, all the protesters here, bigots for coming up and standing up for what they believe. I call them brave patriots, not bigots. Okay, we're getting rained on pretty good here. Hopefully it's just going to be a short-term thing. What do you got for me, Mr. Fox? You got any signs or anything? I'm not worried about me per se, but I forgot my umbrella. Look at this. There's your Trudeau's office. Oh, give me a break.
Office of the Prime Minister. That'll be my office soon.
Would have been a, hey, Mr. Fox, I think it would have been a good time.
Would have been a great time.
Maybe if we pass by again, it'd be hard to pinpoint who did it.
Just the guy in the bright orange.
And now they'll blame this crowd, not the crowd you were worried about.
Yeah, now that they've joined the White Supremacy Act of 23 here.
Yep. Tabernacle. Whoa! Watch out for that first step there. Holy shit! Almost looks like ice.
Some kind of jello or something.
Oh. Oh, maybe to keep moisture in the plants. Looks like we can go this way. Boo! Boo! I guess I don't need my sunglasses. Oh, looks like we found a little dry spot. Oh, these guys found the dry spot.
Good.
Now they're going to turn on. Now they're going to against the cops now because I saw that. That's going to really uproar the. I started something that woke them all up.
There you go again, troublemaking, huh?
Hey.
You're welcome, Free Canadian. My pleasure. Beautiful wet day. Just out here getting rained on. So it's interesting how the cops can be pro-pride and have pride flags on their vehicle, but they couldn't have freedom convoy stickers. They can have BLM stickers, they can have pride stickers, but they can't have freedom convoy stickers. Talking about a corrupt government, eh? And the monopoly on violence. That is welcome to the Canadian government. I can't believe that they have pride flags on their vehicles. That officer should be getting charged just like all the other officers that stood up for the Freedom Convoy. Well, we got some sunshine coming out. Oh, until I went underneath I was nicely protected underneath a tree. Well, everybody out getting wet today, folks. You know, these people are firm on their beliefs when they're willing to sit out here in the rain. Definitely wish I would have bought my raincoat. Looks like the cops here have the road blocked. This bus can't make the turn. Private security here for today. Not sure who hired them, what community they're keeping the security for. Oh, looks like they're gonna go mingle with the Chinese people. Interesting. Let's go see how that works out. Looks like a lot of the Chinese are heading out, maybe for their march, and the Muslims are rolling in. That's in the description. Somebody asking, what are the Chinese protesting? They're protesting the Foreign Agent Registration Act, saying it's discriminatory and racist for illegal aliens to have to register with the government. That's probably, I really request you read it on your own so you get the proper description. And because I don't know, that was just kind of my version. Kind of a mixed emotions today with different people saying that it's the CCP or the government promoting it different ways. So right now it looks like the Chinese community is rolling out and the Muslim community is moving in.
No more silence! Leave us alone. 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 Leave us alone.
Almost stopped raining. Well, it was a fun little protest today. Pretty fantastic to see everybody coming out. Well, I'm certainly excited for September, when apparently the crowds here are going to be increasing. The amounts of protests around the school boards are going to be increasing, putting more pressure on them to stop the government's ideology and indoctrination. So that's really exciting. Uh-oh, these guys are gloving up. That's usually not a good sign. Looks like they might be looking for somebody in particular. He's scouting the crowd. He just pointed, I think. Let's just follow them for a minute. One of them stopped putting his gloves on as soon as I said something. Oh, he's getting them on now, I think. Let's just go see. Yeah, he's getting his gloves on now. Let's just keep an eye on the PPS for a minute. Make sure they're planning on behaving themselves. We all saw in the past when they get their gloves on, that's not usually because they're cold, especially in the middle of the summer. Yeah, that's right, free Canadian. Keeping an eye on the piggies. Yeah, look at that, eh? So much for people not throwing their garbage around everywhere. Oh, these kids are going to have such a hard time in school. Can't believe I'm saying that, but they are going to have a hard time at school with this if they open up their mouths and say their opinions. Oh, I see the cops are over there against talking to the one guy. You can see them in their high vis. I don't know what they're talking about. Maybe they're talking about what the plan is for next. Oh, there's quite a few of them here, actually.
United will never be defeated. Together, united will never be defeated. Together, united will never be defeated.
Leave our kids alone. Leave us 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 alone. Leave us.
Just for a moment. Yes, but I'll tell you right now, expect in September, let's have everybody without the speaker. Just turn the speaker and have everybody
and way more speakers.
Oh, so
they know their rights.
so the Asians,
Guys,
they're not allowed to. They're shutting down the microphone on them. So the Chinese were allowed to have their microphones, but the Muslims aren't allowed the microphone. So they've moved in to shut down the microphone. They just shut down their microphone.
Oh, yes.
Yeah. Thank you. God bless you. So did you hear without a speaker? Did you hear the kids? Did you hear without a speaker the voice? That's the point I'm explaining to you. Without the children.
Hold this here. We don't have a permit. The Chinese people force it.
That's it.
Okay.
We're good.
No more silence! No more silence!
I gotta see if I can find some Kleenex or something to wipe the lens with. Oh, they're not letting somebody in. Oh, it's a trans, I think.
Leave the kids alone! 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 Great. Leave the kids alone! Leave the kids alone! Leave the kids alone!
Sorry about that, we're on low battery. So we're gonna shut her down for today. I guess we had a single trans come to try to protest, and she's getting he are getting evicted.
Welcome. Never be defeated. No more silence. No more silence. No more silence. Welcome. No more silence. 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 Leave the kids alone. Leave the kids alone! 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 No more silence! 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 Leave the kids alone! Leave the kids alone! Yes, my brothers and sisters. For our children to be proud of. A future where the old have security, men have work, youth, and we all have the power to create abundant happiness.
That's why you don't touch me. I was sexually assaulted. Men are not allowed to touch you. That's why I give permission. I've been
Careful what we call her.
Stand up, but each of us has a very strong moral code. Never raise our hand against our brothers and sisters, even though they may be hostile. Calm. Welcome.
He has the right to remain silent.
Relax.
Take it to the provocateurs. There's no jurisdiction.
This guy's trying to start a fight with him.
Keep going, Carl. Keep going. Keep going. Carl, don't talk to them.
Carl, don't say a word. Don't say a word. They're not cops. Don't say a word.
Carl, don't talk to them.
Don't talk to him. Don't say a word. Don't say a word. Walk off the property. They have no jurisdiction. Can I get your name, please?
Absolutely.
Name and badge number.
Jonathan Mora. What do you want more? Would I know where I live? Sorry? What is my telephone number?
You're a public servant.
Where we go?
You're a public servant.
Sounds like somebody's fired up.
Oui, on voulait juste prendre une information du gars parce qu'on a dit celui qui parlait.
Il t'en a donné cette vidéo.
L'agent.
Il a déjà donné le nom de ça.
So this guy was trying to get a fight started. The one behind him They've pulled him into the back since his emotions are getting pretty high up. We'll have to see if we can get a translator on that later. And I guess they're putting the trans here in protection until this crowd disperses.
Nobody's like, he's coming here, he's born in Ottawa, he's known, his name's Let's look to some other people. What it is, peaceful residents, we need the numbers.
I guess they're going to let the trans leave, but they're going to making sure that he or she goes away from this crowd.
Where's your proof? It's actually everywhere. You're in denial. This is part of the grieving process. It's part of post-traumatic stress disorder for being locked down for 2 years. That's what it is. It's PTSD. A lot of stuff.
Yeah, I thought we were going to get a fight there. This one cop here didn't like what that one gentleman had to say. It sounded like he might have said something threatening, and the cop was about to go and start a fight with him. I think we're going to have to go and figure out how to get my battery hooked up here. I think I found a spot I can put the camera down for a minute while we get the battery hooked up. Sorry.
God bless you all.
Just got to plug in my battery.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, families, Muslims and Christian Canadians, God bless you all. You are all united under God. You are all proud Canadians, and you are all peaceful Canadians. I want to take this opportunity they have a hard job to do, and they will be able to do it. Please give them a round of applause.
Oh, how they're applauding the cops.
The police force are here to ensure your safety. Sometimes they don't know how these protests are better than what the on top of there. So, ladies and gentlemen, a beautiful problem for myself to have to be able to create an all-through tester.
Sorry for a second while we get this battery hooked up. All right, I think we got plugged in. Oh, shoot. That might happen a couple more times. Hold on a sec while I try to fix this. Sorry about that. Trying to hook up the battery because we're about to die. Might have to shut her down soon. We'll see how it works out.
And the dialogue is going to continue between Christians and Muslim Canadians and between all Canadians of other faiths. So come together, ask the question, protect the dialogue, and not say, hands off our kids.
Sounds like that might be the end of the protest, folks. Let's just see if we can get through the gate here. A trans person was pretty brave to come into this crowd. Definitely got the cops really busy. Well, it looks like the protest is over. The Chinese have left. The Muslim are dispersing. Looks like it was a successful protest. We'll see if we can go across the street and get a view of some people over across there. We'll see if we can see the one guy that almost got himself in a fight with the cops. With the PPS, sorry, the security. Yeah, I guess that about wraps it up for the protest here today. Trudeau's only got one pride flag left. Hopefully, from what I heard, that might disappear tonight. Cops are looking pretty sweaty in their uniforms. Looks like they're ready to start dispersing. Crowd's pretty much dispersed. We got Robert from Rebel News has been gathering some content for today, so look out for that wherever he posts that stuff. You're welcome, Made in Canada. My pleasure. It was fun today bringing you guys some content here in Ottawa. It'd be interesting to see if I could get one of my French-speaking friends here to translate what that cop was whining about. Oh, look at this one. She's got some glitter on. With her booty and her thong. You're very welcome, Island. Appreciate you guys behaving yourselves in the chat room today and smashing that like button, subbing if you haven't already. Looking forward to getting some more content this week. We'll see what happens. Keep our eyes and ears open, see what's going on. Might just see if we could do some sightseeing. Did you see that angry Canadian? Or was it angry citizen? Sorry. You're welcome, DJ. Sounds like we've lost the police for today. Thank you, FJT. Same right back on you, my friend. Hopefully you guys are having a fantastic weekend. Let's see if we can get across the street here and talk with some of the freedom folk. Robert's saying his farewell of his news capturing for the day. You're welcome, Gio. Thank you very much for the shout out. Appreciate that. It's definitely an interesting day, that's for sure. It's like
Or actually no, man, it rolls backwards. Like who goes?
yeah, that really sucks. Big time. And I noticed at A&W they have gender neutral bathrooms.
Yeah.
And I feel for you because you look at all the pee all over the seats.
I don't like that.
And women have fought for so long and so hard
And this is
to try to
what
get some women's
321
rights.
that they're doing to us.
And here they're shutting them down.
More.
So we need more you adult human females to stand up. Oh, we gotta find some shade, holy Toledo. That sun is just scorching today. This guy here in the green shirt, he's pretty active. He's pretty active. What's that?
Good. That's a good sign they backed away.
The Fox guy or what?
Because they were all right over here.
Well, they're done. It's done. It's over. They're not needed anymore. So yeah, they backed away.
Yeah, but they'll be looking for who they can get later. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah, they definitely the what's his name there? All right, let's go find some shade and we'll say goodbye and we'll shut her down. We'll actually go talk to this guy that almost got himself into a fight. Right quick. He's over here in the blue and the red shirt. All right. You almost got yourself into a fight there.
Because I thought Christine got pushed by him.
Yeah, that was close. Yeah, there's a few of these officers that just love the opportunity to get into a scrap. You can usually tell which ones they are. They jump at the opportunity, like that one PPS over there. Oh, he just loved that opportunity that he almost had to get into a fight. That would have made him have some stories to tell his buddies when he went home today. Here's your Ottawa freedom fighters. Out here every Friday and Saturday doing their thing. Some of them here every day. There's Brian who got his ass kicked by the police at the courthouse the other day. We're gonna find a little bit of shade over here and we're gonna take a 5-minute break. Oh, yeah, there we go. That feels better. Just gonna check the screen brightness. Oh, it is as bright as it goes. So, a pretty interesting day. Lots of protests. I'm not sure why everyone waited for there to be no parliament members working. But I guess this is when they decided to arrange it. Maybe Senator O got a discount on buses for this weekend. Uh-oh. Gotta watch my rear end, I'm being told in the chat. Watch my back. Yeah, apparently it was planned that way. June 12th, I think Senator O said something about this rally, this protest. Thought we came down to cover the Chinese protest, but it turned out we got more coverage of the Muslim protest. Probably because I'm more behind their agenda, what they're protesting for. I think it's a worthy cause. There go the Chinese home. Uh-oh, we got a horny folk. Cops are deciding whether to come and give her a ticket or not. You can see them all talking to each other. Apparently there was 26 buses of Chinese today. I'm not sure of that number. I know they said there was 11 leaving Toronto. Oh yes, the honking will definitely be traumatizing the citizens. These cops on the bikes were taking a good look at her, but she stopped honking. So they're rolling on to go find bigger and better trouble. Bigger, badder troublemakers. Uh-oh. Can't stop here, he says. Get her moving. As he rides down the middle of the street. It is hot, hot, hot. We got ourselves a little piece of shade over here. There's not much shade around. Guess we'll, apparently that's what I heard, Christine. 26 buses, 11 from Toronto and 15 from Montreal. But that's only hearsay. That could totally be misinformation. And I think I read a 72 on those buses. It's in the description. Epoch Times had a piece about it. That's how I found out it was even going on today. That's not right. Just laughing at someone's stereotyping there. That transvestite was pretty brave, eh? Walking into a group of Muslims like that. Disclaimer for all those sensitive people from horns. Be careful, be careful. It's a little noisy here. There's a lady standing behind me, looks kind of angry. Let's show you. Not feeling the vibes, I guess. Trying to catch some of this shade. Trying to cool down for a moment. I don't know if any of you watched the video last night of Brian getting evicted from the courthouse fairly violently. He was also on the stream the other day getting pushed onto the ground. He did one of those soccer things though, right? Where they just kind of touched him and then he dove. Easily 30 degrees today. $3.45 on Wellington Street in Ottawa. What a joy, what a blast. Didn't know I was going to be coming down here today. Thought I was going to be relaxing, doing some cleaning in the trailer, hanging out with Daisy. Wasn't until last minute did we find out there was a ruckus going on. We'll keep our eyes and ears posted, see if there's any more interesting things happening. Well, next weekend's Canada Day. I'll be here all day. Hopefully you guys will join me. It's unfortunate I have to take a break to go back and babysit Daisy for a little bit. I wasn't able to bring myself a babysitter with me. Thank you to everybody that smashed that like button. I appreciate it, and the sub to the channel. Try to grow this channel. I think we'll have some fun once we hit 10,000. We'll try to do some kind of fun thing for somebody in need. We'll try to spread some generosity around. We still have 3 out of 10 Tim cards left to hand out to the homeless while we're here. You're very welcome, Ruby. Just gonna be wrapping it up here in a few minutes. Just trying to catch our breath, then we're gonna go back to the trailer, hang out with Daisy for a little bit, feed her, take her for a walk so she can have a poop skis, and then I think we'll probably go out for dinner somewhere. Kind of craving steak. Oh, and did you see the other guy that came down here the other day with a couch in the back of his truck and he dumped it right here on Wellington Street? Unfortunately, I missed that. He's here today somewhere. But yeah, he got a $450 fine for having a couch fall off the back of his truck. No, we're not going to go to King's Buffet today. If that's what they call it. I forget what they call that buffet now. But craving the steak. I said that last night too, and I ended up having sandwiches, so we'll see what happens. Go home, have a nice shower, get cleaned up. I'm glad it stopped raining anyways. Pretty crazy how stickler these guys are for rules. You know, the Chinese had speakers, loud speakers all day. And once they moved out, these guys just tried to do it for 5-10 minutes and they kicked them out. Because they didn't have a permit. They didn't pay the piper. Fair enough, we just got spit on today. Yeah, she's a hater behind us. Yeah. Unfortunately, not in the forehead. I have a feeling she's part of the alphabet community, to be honest with you. I just heard her saying she's the only one here, so. You trying to start too much trouble up there today, eh?
I already even warned them. I said the next time one of them puts hands on me, I'm gonna scream all kinds of shit they don't want me to scream.
All right, everybody, I guess let's wrap it up. Protest is over. Streets are clearing out. Just a few friendly honkers still here. Your traditional people, they're here till 5 o'clock. Then I think they take off for supper. Yeah, potentially you're correct. I'll show you again just for fun then. What do you think, alphabet community or what? It's funny to hear everybody go off every time someone honks. All right, let's shut her down. Have a fantastic Saturday evening. A wonderful Sunday. Play safe, stay out of trouble. And I don't know when we'll be live again, except for definitely next weekend. Friday night, Saturday, we'll definitely be here showing you what it's like these days to be here in Ottawa for Canada Day. Nothing like it used to be. You're welcome, FJT. Always a pleasure. Can't see your name, but thank you very much for the compliment. Hopefully you guys all had an enjoyable conversation in the chat. You as well, Lee. All right, everybody. Goodbye for now.